When you think of whale watching, you think of the bigger boats, not a rigid inflatable like this one that Big Blue Photo Expedition uses. The reason? It gives a much more intimate experience. Last week they were out on the 9 Mile bank looking for orcas. They weren't there, but what they did find was extraordinary.
We got really excited because suddenly we saw the water erupt and it looked like the ocean was exploding.
What Captain Scheer and his guests were seeing was some really big tuna.
We saw just massive 300-pound tuna erupting out of the water. It looked like the ocean was splitting apart.
Scheer had taken his guests out last week looking for orca. Instead, the tuna were devouring giant schools of anchovies.
They were so dense that day, it looked like you could walk on them. They were out of the water and they were like leaping out in little fountains.
Oh my God!
The orcas that they were looking for had pushed all the dolphin out of the area, the orca being the #1 predator of dolphin.
So when that happened, there were all these unattended anchovy schools, and the tunas took swift advantage.
Captain Scheer has spent most of his life living on the ocean and has a pretty good gauge of sea life.
The sea lion I saw was 200 pounds, so I'm estimating at least 300 pounds for that tuna.
This was not a one-off that lasted just a few minutes.
And each individual foamer is what the fishermen call them, showed up for up to a half hour at a time. And it lasted for like 4 hours.
And there was other sea life taking full advantage of these bait balls.
And then we'd see the fin whales suddenly gulp it down right behind us, but it was all around us.
Since Thursday, people are still looking.
Quite a few people asked me where they are now, and even as we were seeing them, they were moving so fast.
If you're thinking I'm just going to head back out to the 9 Mile bank and find that big bait ball, chances are you won't find it. Like Matthias said, it's a big, wide open ocean. But if you'd like to do it with the folks here at Big Blue Photo Expeditions, I'll put a link on this web story so you can reach out to Matthias and have your own expedition. Sean Stiles, Earth 8.